A U.S. Open edition. Tommy's over taking care of a customer. We're going to get after. We have all our picks and everything ready to go. Stay tuned. We'll be right with you. Maybe. Just set it there. We're dead air.
Check it out.
What's going on?
U.S. Open, baby.
U.S. Open, baby.
Woo! All right, so my boy Garrick, here go.
Here we go.
I love the guy, man.
We're
Left-handed.
sitting in the 19th hole at Nemacolin Country Club this weekend on Sunday, and we see this guy at 8 under. And I was like, if he wins, I'm just gonna start yelling, "Here we go!" He's 6 shots back at the time. Never heard from him in my life. Will and I are joking about
European Tour guy.
We don't do it. He ends up winning.
Lefty, you got to bet on
Probably
it.
had plus forever odds on it, but yeah, did a little research on him. Second PGA Tour event ever.
Yep, he won twice already.
He won twice
At,
in the spring.
European
now
Tour.
Third
Third time. Thank you, executive
Well-
producer Dan Hurley.
But he had 2 wins in the European Tour in the spring. First South African player under 21 to win a PGA Tour event.
Since our buddy, our player,
Yeah. And
our good buddy. Yeah.
he had won a total of $20,000 on the PGA Tour up until this weekend. So, pretty good story.
That is awesome. So, congratulations to Garrick Higo. Obviously, we're moving into the 121st playing of the U.S. Open at Torrey Pines for the second time.
7,600 yards.
76.52 if you really want to get exact about it. This will be the second U.S. Open there. The last one was in 2008. Tiger's one-legged victory against Rocco Mediate in a playoff. This is it's going to be fun. I did way more homework than I should have. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 pages of notes that don't include any of the top 10 players.
Oh, my. Let's get into it then. How about it?
So, defending champion Bryson DeChambeau. The last 9 champions will be there. Technically, the last 10 U.S. Open champions will be there, but Brooks Koepka counts as 2 of those with his back-to-back wins. I think I'm going to start with some sleepers out the gate. We'll get into some of the other big stuff here. Stats that translate are a little different this year. It's a course that we have a tournament at every year, and there was a tournament earlier this year at Torrey, the Farmers Insurance. So
Which Phil did not play in, I'm pretty sure, which was surprising.
I think he did play.
Did
He just, I don't think he made the cut.
I remember him. I remember thinking to myself, now I could be wrong, so I'm sorry. I apologize. This is an accurate statement, but I remember them talking about the U.S. Open's going to be this year, and then Phil didn't play, and I was surprised knowing how much that mean to him.
It is possible. You might be right.
But you know what? Well, I'm just throwing false facts.
So if anybody follows us on Twitter, I threw out there today a trivia question. I said, what super sleeper has – well, I'll just get Twitter out and I'll read the question, and then we'll answer it.
We'll get down to it.
So on Twitter today, we've got – oh, I don't know who that is on Twitter, but she's pretty. Where are we at here? I swear to God, I'm looking at it. Hold on. All right, 2 wins at Torrey Pines in his career, 2 runner-ups, 3 other career top 10s, including 2008's Open, and shot 61 there as a rookie. Do you know who that is? I said I would put it out there. Somebody, I'll put it out there on the show. Any guesses?
What was the stat?
2 wins, 2 seconds, 3 other top 10s, including 2008's Open. Also has a 61 on the course as a rookie. He's not a rookie anymore, obviously.
I don't
But
know.
that would be Brandt Snedeker.
Brandt Snedeker.
So here is my call for Brandt Snedeker this week. if you can make a bet that he's going to be in the hunt after Thursday, I think Brandt Snedeker is in the top 5 after Thursday. I do not think he's in the top 5 when the tournament ends. I think he plays really well out the gate and then kind of sputters.
Hey, why not, though?
But a guy to throw some money on, maybe to throw some money on for a top 10. The odds are great for him. Next guy that I really like this week, I shouldn't say really like him. They're sleepers, okay? But I like him to be there. Kevin Na. If his putter gets hot,
I knew you were going to say
he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
He has that one win in Vegas. It's also my win in Vegas as well because he made me like $500, and it was a lot of fun. But I like him to play well. 9 U.S. Opens, 5 cuts made. And what did I write there? And a top 10.
There you go.
So, I mean, he's had success at the Open for sure. My big sleeper that I like the most this week, this guy, I mean, you can see how much I wrote about some of these guys this week. Matt Wallace. Love Matt Wallace this week. It is his first time at Torrey Pines. So I like him a lot early. If you're going to make one of those bets where who's going to be leading after round 1, Matt Wallace is a guy who could just be stupid enough to sneak in there, never playing an event in Torrey before, and just go unconscious and be in the lead.
Right.
But it should fit him well. He's gaining 0.22 strokes off the tee and 0.79 strokes tee to green. 19th on the tour in par 4 efficiency between 450-yard and 500-yard par 4s. Made the cut in his last 8 majors. I like him a lot. Anybody you want to throw out there a while?
Well, I have no stats to base any of these off of. But
When do
in typical Tom fashion, there are 3 names that just have been around all year,
I want to see if they're on my list too.
and just why not?
Okay.
One being a more upfront pick, maybe somebody you hadn't heard of till this year, but you probably know about him now. Sam Burns.
Love it. I don't have him on the list, but I do like that pick.
Why not?
Yep.
I mean, the guy's solid from tee to green. Great short game. He's been hot all year. Could be the year of Sam Burns. Who knows?
Love it.
Wyndham Clark, someone that's been trending up very well lately.
Yep.
Playing some great golf.
You know what's great? Before you say your third name, when I do my stats, I try and pick guys I know you're not going to pick on your list.
Yeah, well, there's 4 actually. Brendan Grace is the kind of guy that goes out.
I have him.
Brendan
right
Grace
here
is the kind of guy that could go out and shoot 65.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere. You haven't heard about him all year, and all of a sudden he goes low a lot.
Got to get rid of that
He has
Puerto Rico Open.
He
course.
has a 63 in a major, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
So why not? That was in the British Open. And my guy Ryan Palmer,
I got Ryan Palmer
because
on
you
here.
know what, that guy is steady, and he will be in the hunt and blow it on Sunday.
All right, so next guy I have on my list, and I'll hit my Ryan Palmer stats as well. I got Max Homa on my list. It's been a good year for Max. He's in his home. He's in California, where he's a California guy. I call him the social media masher on here. He tied for 6th at the Memorial, but has also missed 4 of his last 6 cuts. So which Max Homa shows up? I like the one that makes the cut and plays really well because he's in California and he likes California.
He does.
Being from there. Ryan Palmer, 14 of 16 cuts made this year.
Dude, steady Eddie.
Played well at the Farmers, tied for 2nd, which was at Torrey Pines. And 4 straight cuts at the Farmers. Worst finish is tied for 21. The guy loves Torrey.
Yeah,
Bet him.
And not to mention, when I look at majors, especially the U.S. Open, I'm thinking, who is the kind of guy that plays well when the winner's 8 under, 12
Right.
under, 14 under? Not this guy. I'm not looking at the guys who win tournaments when it's 28 under par, because those guys don't generally translate well to majors because they're just
We're looking for the grinded out guys.
they're tearing apart resort courses instead of the real true testers. So Ryan Palmer's the kind of guy that could go out, shoot 2 under, 2 under,
Yep.
3 under, 3 under. All of a sudden, he's a U.S. Open champ. So why not?
Another guy, and we talk about this guy a lot, mainly why you wouldn't pick him. He's been mediocre at best in his other 2 Open appearances. He's missed the cut both times. But Corey Connors has just had a great year, and I like him to compete this week. I want him to compete this week. I look at him as a golfer that I think is trying to make the next step into being a star. I think he's very close. I think he's had a good year. He's just been so close that, now's the time. So this is my page of guys that I love. These 4 names right here, top 10, top 5 winner. All of them getting bet that way. Mark Leishman won at Torrey in 2020, has a second and a third and 3 other top 10s. He will play well this week. Shane Lowry, another guy, 2019 Open champion, has been strong this year. Three top 10s in his last 4 events, tied for 4 at the PGA, loves the challenge. When the courses get more difficult, Shane Lowry gets better. He's just a better player with difficult conditions. And you already said his name, Brendan Grace, has played well this year. Won at the superstitious Puerto Rico Open. So there's a little curse going on there. I don't buy it. Was in the mix of the PGA. That's true. Okay. And has a tied for 4 and tied for 5th at the U.S. Open in 15 and 16.
They're only curses until someone breaks them.
That's a fair fact. Fair fact. And then the last guy on this list who just won recently at the Charles Schwab is Jason Kokrak.
It's so bad that I didn't bet that week. I bet him like every week.
Every week, yeah.
Point, and then I'd like, I'm not going to bet this week. Jason Kokrak wins.
If he can get up and down, he can be as good a putter as there is in the PGA. It's his work around the greens that really hurts him. So if he's striking irons and hitting them close, he's going to be dangerous.
Over here watching some of the warm-ups, just some practice round coverage earlier today, and Spieth and Schauffele are in the same practice group.
Yeah.
They're doing a little challenge where one of them throws it in the rough.
Yeah.
Whatever lie they get, they have to try to get up and down.
That's awesome.
And I saw more balls not hit the green than hit the green.
Yeah,
so
I don't doubt that.
I like to make marks, as we go through and stuff.
Yeah.
I have my stupid picks that generally work for no apparent reason, and then your statistical picks. But that one I got to throw a question mark next to. If you're talking about someone who struggles around the green, that one. But you know what? I'm always about trend. He's played great all year.
That's really what locked me into him. He's also been about as good driving as anybody as far as accuracy goes.
That was someone calling about my extended car warranty.
Oh man, well, you got to make sure your car warranty's good. New segment this week. We're gonna call it "Who's Hot."
Who's hot?
Obviously, we've got
Who's not?
I don't have who's not. If I don't say their name, they're not. So you shouldn't bet them. Colin Morikawa, the 24-year-old, is stalking his second major already. Runner-up, kind of, at the Memorial. He looks primed and ready for Torrey. That guy's game translates everywhere.
A name I had circled but didn't say with the other 4 because,
right,
obviously. But
and these names, we're getting more into chalk picks with these names. Tony Finau, always a bridesmaid, never a bride until now. 5 top 10s, man, my handwriting is terrible. 5 top 10s, 9 top 10s over his.
Sorry, he's still struggling from this weekend.
I am 9 top 10s over his last 13 majors. Sorry, that's what I was trying to get out of that. 9 top 10s over his last 13 majors. Top 10, 4 out of his last 7. When is it going to be Finau's time? I don't know. Yep. But I don't see any reason it couldn't be at Torrey Pines. I just don't. There's nothing about that course that tells me that Tony Finau can't play there.
And you know what? There's enough good names this event. I haven't taken a look at the breakdown, the odds yet. But I would imagine
his odds aren't great.
Even if you put him in this week better than others, though, probably. If you
I meant not great, in the good sense.
Yeah, so, you could potentially actually bet him top 5 this week and make a little money.
Right.
Versus, if he was in the Puerto Rico Open and you bet him top 5 and you get paid $10. So definitely somebody, there's a surefire bet. Tony Finau with the top 5 is usually pretty good. So.
Next on the list would be Victor Hovland. Kid's built for majors. He's going to break through and win a major soon enough. He was second at the Memorial back in January. So, you can't not put money on him. Yeah. Patrick Reed. I hate the guy. Can't stand him. But he can play. 3 top 10s since winning the Farmers, including a tied for 8 at Augusta. His putter has been on fire. You got to bet Patrick Reed this week. Another guy who he does everything well. At a course like Torrey, if they do everything well, you have to play. And then our boy, who's taking some time off, Willie Zalatoris. Slick Willie.
I think that was the best thing he could have done for his game.
Tied for 6th at Winged Foot. 5 other top 10s since the tied for 7th at Torrey's at Farmers. Runner-up at the Masters and tied for 8 at the PGA. The guy has had a year to remember. We said it was the year of Joaquin Niemann. It is the year of Willie Zalatoris.
And I said it early on. I mean, you can go back and probably watch like week 6, week 7, week 8 of this show. Yep. And I said it. He's going to get burnt out. He's going to get burnt out. And what happened? It wasn't like a major burnout. It wasn't like he just like.
No, he got engaged. He should have taken a break when he got engaged.
But I mean, that's just not good for the back, you know. But he
says the bachelor party.
But he, he did start to burn out a little bit, missed a few cuts, and he took a few weeks off. And I think that there's nothing better for his game that he could have done to mentally reset.
Yep,
and
I agree.
You have confidence, plenty of confidence left over from what's happened earlier this year, and now he's just ready to re-submerge himself for the second half of the season. You've got 2 more majors. You got the playoff run. He's somebody right now that I would put a future bet on to win the FedEx Cup.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like right now.
He just has the type of game that travels. I mean, that the meme that was going around where he hit the ball so straight that like shot tracer, like there was just it didn't move.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. When you can do that with a golf ball, you're going to be able to do what you want to do on most courses.
Yeah. Has complete control of his golf ball.
Exactly. So, love him this week. And then, you get to the favorites. I mean, Jon Rahm is going to play well this week. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that Jon Rahm comes out and plays well this week. Mm-hmm. Dustin Johnson, who played well this past week, looked more like Dustin Johnson. I'd look for him to
until that 7.
Till the 7.
Yeah.
But he still looked more like Dustin Johnson is basically my point. So I think he comes out and plays well. Brooks Koepka, it's a U.S. Open. He could come out and just run away.
Just real quick.
Absolutely. Sorry. No, it's all right. Tommy's going to go take care of a customer. I'll run down a couple more names. Obviously, returning champion Bryson DeChambeau. DeChambeau is DeChambeau. We don't like him, but you got to bet him. He's a good pick. Xander Schauffele, a lot of people like Xander Schauffele going into this tournament. He's been just captain consistent throughout the season. A lot of top 5s, a lot of top 10s. I don't think that he has the closer in him that he needs to win this tournament. Jordan Spieth, who's been outstanding this year as well, is another guy. I think that if you're going to bet Spieth, you always bet him to win top 5, top 10. I don't know that this is exactly a course that I like him at. He's not as straight off the tee. He's a little bit wayward. Tommy was talking earlier about how they were dropping balls in the rough and seeing how many they could get on the green. The rough is tough. The USGA is going to set this course up insane. It's going to be a grinded out, battle. And I don't know if Spieth is going to be able to handle that kind of rough. McIlroy, another guy that's going to be playing this week, obviously. What McIlroy shows up? Does the McIlroy from early in the season show up where he's trying to hit the ball too far? Or does the McIlroy that won a couple weeks ago show up and play really well?
There's only 2 options that there's. He's either going to shoot sub 72 or above 80. Calling it right now.
I like that. That's what I mean.
No, but like it's that drastic. No, but it's not like he's not going to come out and shoot 74. He's going to either shoot 10 over or like 3 under.
Yep.
And nothing else in between.
Then you have Justin Thomas.
That would actually be a great prop bet is if Rory McIlroy breaks 80 this week. Or on the first day, and not the second day. He'll do fine the second day. Make some kind of.
And it has been first round troubles.
Yeah.
For Rory, he has not got out of the gates.
Great. I don't know if there's anyone that would take it, but I would bet somebody $5 just to be like, yeah, Rory won't break 80 in the first round.
Yeah.
Or 72.
71. 72.
Yeah, definitely. There's a high possibility he doesn't break 80.
Then you've got Justin Thomas. I mean, if you're betting the chalk, you got to bet Justin. Odds aren't going to be real great for you. Cantlay's another guy you got to bet. Mm-hmm. And then my pick, my sleeper of sleepers to win.
Okay.
So this is a pretty famous golfer. He's starting to get a little long in the tooth. But Adam Scott might just go out and win this tournament this week, folks. Adam Scott.
Okay.
If he putts it at all, I mean, if he somehow can putt the ball at all with whatever weird-ass putter he's using right now, look for him to take advantage of this course. Leads the field in eagles per round, birdies per round at Torrey. He's also second or fourth in average putts per round. I like Adam Scott this week.
A lot of stats that says you should.
So let's run into those stats that translate. We are going to do it a little differently this time around.
Okay.
So I've got average birdies per round as a stat that translates. Adam Scott, Ryan Palmer, Victor Hovland, Cameron Champ, JT, and Ryo Ishikawa.
Would not touch Cameron Champ.
Rio Ishikawa. Thank you.
Would not touch.
Executive producer coming in for the win.
We would not. I would touch Cameron Champ.
Oh, I'm not touching Cameron Champ.
Yeah. I tried to bet him in the PGA. I was like, it's so long, maybe he'll do well. He did.
On the birdies on the birdies per round, I would go Adam Scott, Ryan Palmer, Victor Hovland, JT. Yep. Average fairways hit per round. Surprise, surprise. Colin Morikawa, Russell Henley, Victor Hovland, Kevin Kisner, Streelman, and John Huh.
Literally, it's John Huff.
Yes,
I know. It's not a bad play.
Streelman's not a bad play. He has not had very good numbers at U.S. Opens in the past. I almost wrote a little write-up on him today and then just lost my patience when I was looking at his stats, and I was like, I can't do it. His stats at Torrey aren't bad, but his stats in the U.S. Open are atrocious.
You keep going ahead. I just want to look at Streelman real quick.
In that group, I'm taking Morikawa. I'm taking Henley. Hovland. I always bet on Kisner just because I got to bet on a guy who throws a huge chew in. And maybe I'll throw some money on Streelman just because. Driver distance, obviously Cameron Champ leads that. McIlroy second, DJ third, Cam Young fourth, Zalatoris, and our boy Matt Wolff.
I would just like to point out, though, I was feeling like they've been playing well lately. Wells Fargo.
Streelman's played really well lately.
Tie 26.
Yes.
PGA, top 10.
Yes.
Charles Schwab, top 20. Memorial, top 15.
Yep.
Listen,
I'm
not arguing with you. I'm just saying. I just had like a gut feeling. I was like, I feel like I've seen his name a lot lately. Like, not necessarily contending, but somebody.
He's in the hunt. He's playing well. He's not a bad bet. He really is.
I like it. No, but I think he's a great top 10 bet.
So, greens in regulation, Thomas Aiken, Bubba, Brendan Grace, Morikawa, McIlroy, Stuart Sink, Cameron Champ. I'm trying.
Is this for the year? Is this
no? This is at Torrey Pines.
Torrey Pines. Don't make me bet Cameron Champ again, man.
He is literally.
I'm gonna be so mad when I put 5 on him and he misses the cut.
He's literally on 3 of the 5 stats to translate. And then average putts per round, you've got Eric Van Rooyen, JT, Ryan Palmer, Adam Scott, Abraham Ancer.
I swear to God, I said Cameron Champ.
Patrick Reed and Tony Finau.
I always pick out when I'm talking about we've had big winners this year. I listen to these. I hear names that have been said multiple times, and I picked out Colin Morikawa, Adam Scott, Ryan Palmer. If you're gonna make 3 bets this week, those are your 3.
I like where your head's at there.
Period.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got I'm gonna have to take these off to read this. Look how small it printed. So I've got the Torrey Pines performance chart off of golfstats.com. If you bet golf, you should go to golfstats.com. It's $19.95 a month, but it is well worth the money. I've made more than $19.95 a month using golfstats.com. So when you look at it, when we're looking at, obviously we haven't talked about Phil yet. Phil's played at Torrey Pines 23 times. Oh, where'd you go?
23 events, I assume, not 23 rounds.
Yes, 23 events. I'm sorry. Where did you go, Phil? I had this all organized, and then I dropped them all. Tommy, talk about something interesting. Talk about the weekend.
Let's talk about John Rahm and his situation.
Yes.
So, officially cleared. He took 2 negative tests in a 24-hour period and was cleared to go ahead and leave self-isolation.
Yes.
Now, he is technically allowed to start his practice rounds at Torrey Pines Tuesday morning. That's a big deal. Like a lot of these guys probably got here over the weekend, started doing their prep, maybe not even getting out on the course or like to play. Maybe they just walk the course, take a look at it. He lost at least a full day because he wasn't there Monday, and then possibly even the weekend. So he's losing 3 to a whole day, but yet plus 1,000. He's probably one of the favorites, or he is one of the favorites. I don't know if he's the favorite, but he's also coming off one of the greatest performances of the year at the Memorial, and just a dangerous dude. With his fiery spirit, how much is there a little bit of like fire under his butt? Like
he's getting after it this
got
week.
Screwed 2 weeks ago.
I don't doubt that.
I'm coming out for blood. Like is he gonna come out on Thursday? Like he could that's a bet I would bet. Round 1 leader, John Rahm.
I don't dislike that bet.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he dials it back a hair so he doesn't go out and get too aggressive and kill himself for the weekend.
No, I think he's smart enough.
But yes, I agree. I think that he could come out and play extremely well.
I don't think he comes out recklessly. I think he comes out laser focused.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's the best way.
I agree with Tommy.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think he does come out later. I already said that on the show.
Yeah.
I already said that he's, going to come out and just get after it. But I don't see him leading after round 1. I just don't. I see somebody that nobody is paying any attention to leading after round 1.
I like your pick.
Usually how it goes.
I liked your pick. It was Snedeker.
Yeah. Somebody like that who has great numbers at Torrey.
Sometimes I have those Tom gut feelings.
Hey, man, I love it. I love it.
All right. Tom leading after round 1. Possible wire-to-wire performance.
So
throwing it out there.
Lots of people want to know how Phil Mickelson has done at Torrey Pines in his career.
Okay.
So he has played in 24 events there, 17 cuts made, 7 top 10s. Average finish is 47.7. Has not been tied for 14th in 2017 at the Farmers. Tied for 51st in 2013. Second in 2011. 6th at the 2008 U.S. Open. And a whole lot of 50th and cuts. So it has not been great to him over the last 10 years.
I don't know how to approach Phil. Because I sat there all weekend of the PGA and I said, he's going to make a 10 at some point. He
never did, though.
He's just going to pound a driver into the shit, play it out of the shit, play it out of the shit again, and he was going to make a 10. And he did make that one snipe 3-wood that he made 6.
Yeah.
But that was the only blow-up hole he had.
It is staggering to me that the man still hits the ball as far as he does.
He's so flexible.
I know. I get it. It just is. It's mind blowing to see him hit a ball 300.
Best shape of his life, though.
To see him hit a ball 366 yards at 50 fucking years old is something to be talked about.
It is 100%, no doubt about it.
And I don't care how flexible you are or how good a shape you're in.
Yeah,
it's silly and it's awesome.
It's just natural talent, though.
Well, yes, yeah. I don't disagree with you. You just write that off, though. It drives me nuts because it shouldn't be written off that a man that's 50 years old went out and did that.
I just
fairways were firm.
I have to say this too, that he did not get the recognition from that drive that he deserved.
That's fair.
It's like one of those things where everybody talks about Bryson DeChambeau hitting the ball a fucking mile, and here's a 50-year-old guy who's like, okay,
he's really not that far behind.
No, okay, Bryson.
Yeah,
but
just like
you said,
he's back to my whole point with the PGA thing was I was waiting.
Sure.
Waiting, and I'm like, the 8 is coming, the 10 is coming, the drive that 4 left was coming at some point.
I don't disagree.
Didn't happen.
Yep.
Which makes this very difficult for me on how I feel about Phil Mickelson this week because I still, at the core of me, says he can't win the U.S. Open because he will make a 10 at some point because he's going to hit a stupidly bad drive.
I don't disagree, but I think the same can be said after him winning the PGA. I think the same can be said about anybody in this field. Mm-hmm. So I will be betting Phil this week.
Okay.
If not for any other reason, then it's a cool story. And if he wins, it's something to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bet $100 on him.
Yeah.
But
that's
that's
the flip side of the coin for me was like, all that being said, I was a Phil hater. I said he shouldn't be playing on the PGA anymore. I said he should be moving over to the Champions Tour. Like, I thought that all the guys were riding him when he didn't have a legitimate chance, and then he goes and wins the PGA, and now I'm like, but maybe he can win the US
I think
Open. I don't know what to do with this feeling.
My whole thing with Phil is if he were slowing down, like, his issues are usually a lapse of concentration.
Yeah.
It's not a lapse of ability or, it's not like he can't play from back where they're playing. It's not like he can't play 4 rounds anymore. If that were the case, then fine. Because if you're going to say that about him, like, oh, he shouldn't be playing there anymore, well, then, hell, Cameron Champ shouldn't be playing there.
No, I just meant
I know,
because from 48 to 49, like, he was just like there, and like people on PGA would be like, Phil's gonna win this week. I'm like, no, he's not. And then he goes out and he wins the PGA, and now I'm like,
he's gonna be here for a while, buddy.
And I'm not a Phil hater at all. It's just like I got tired of hearing it when he wasn't really competing, and now all of a sudden I'm like, he might win this week. He really might.
Like I said, I think you got to bet him this week. Why not? If you don't bet him this week and he does come out and win, shame on you. Like, the guy just won the PGA. He didn't play well the following week, but he was probably still hungover. All you saw on Twitter,
he's like, I just missed the cut, but you know what? It's on the PGA.
Did you see his video of him taking the trophy around his home course?
Yeah, he's driving around his home course with a buckle.
He would introduce people to
the trophy.
He'd be like, hey, Ted, this is Wanamaker Ted.
So we are followed on Twitter by Phil Mickelson's thumb.
We sure are.
And we go back and forth, and he was like trying to redo everything exactly the way we did it at the the PGA. And I responded, I was like, make sure you get a manicure and get ready to go.
That's right, man.
Oh, man.
All right, so let's just review some people here quick. We've got Snedeker as a long shot. I love Snedeker as a guy to possibly be leading after the first round. I will guarantee you, if you bet $1 on him to be leading after the first round, it pays out huge. Okay, gigantic, and it's $1. So what's it matter if you're betting anyway?
Or don't bet.
Right. I like Kevin Na a lot this weekend. I think he's a guy that could be sneaky good. Matt Wallace is big in my book this weekend. I like Matt a lot. Homa, he's in California. He plays well in California. He's been a little rough the last couple of weeks, but the social media masher, I like him this week. Ryan Palmer, Tommy and I both like Palmer. Corey Connors has been mediocre in his previous opens, but he's going to play well. Snedeker is on there.
I believe it.
He is playing. I just
like to see.
I love Mark Leishman this week. Won at Torrey in 2020. Has a second and a third top 10, and has a second and 3 other top 10s. He will play well this week. Shane Lowry, the 2019 Open Championship winner, like him a lot this week. When the courses get difficult, Shane Lowry's name starts to pop up more. Brandon Grace, Tommy liked him. I like him. He will play well. He's been playing well this year.
You gotta feel good about that. That was a Tommy gut and
a stat. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Brandon Grace.
Got a Kokrak on here. We like him if he gets up and down. And then the Who's Hot list, we've got Murakawa, who's just Murakawa. Tony Finau, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Maybe this week he gets married. You never know. Hovland, kids built for majors. Patrick Reed, 3 top 10s since winning the Farmers, including a tie for 8th at Augusta. His putter's been fire. And then Will Zalatoris, tied for 6th at Winged Foot. 5 other top 10s since then. Top 7th at tied for 7th at Torrey at the Farmers, runner-up at the Masters, and tied for 8 at the PGA. And then if you really need to hear these names again and aren't betting them already, then I don't know what to tell you. Rahm, DJ, Koepka, DeChambeau, Schauffele, Spieth, McIlroy, JT, and Cantlay.
To the top
10. And then to win, Adam Scott.
And I am officially going on the record. Jon Rahm wins the U.S. Open wire to wire.
Love it. I love it, man. Definitely going to be a bet that I have in there.
Yeah.
Want to take a quick moment to thank Foreman, Tommy's best man, for a great weekend this past weekend. I'm still recovering. I'm an old man, and they kept me out until 3:30 in the morning, which is about the time I wake up on Friday night. And it took me 2 days to recover. Shot a blistering 85. Could not get off the tee to save my life at Nemacolin.
Yeah.
Putted it all right, though.
Golf,
All I heard was how hard the greens were going to be. I had no issues putting.
Well, yeah, but there was some pin placement there.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It's not so much the putting there, although I will say
The undulation was crazy.
Put off the green twice in 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Come on.
There was one of them almost went in. That was real. It flipped out and went off the green.
The course is amazing. I'm not bashing the course whatsoever.
No,
I thought
there were
awesome.
some places. There were some chips that I had. I was like, all right, I don't care how good I hit this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be chipping again. Like, there's no way to stop it.
I want to play that course again in better condition. Not the course, myself.
better physical condition.
I literally felt like I laid down, closed my eyes, and it was time to get up and go. I was like, oh. I was standing on the first hole, and my hands were just like, they're not attached to my body right now.
Shout out to the hotel for the frozen pizza, though. Wow.
Oh my god, dude! We got back to the hotel at like 3:30 in the morning, and there's this guy at the front desk all tatted up, and we went and got like flatbread pizzas or French bread pizzas and took them up and made them in the microwave.
Didn't even cook them the whole way through.
No.
Still delicious.
My hotel room reeked of French bread pizza for the rest of the weekend. It was great.
Not that it.
But
Ty comes out of the whole thing of snacks, and he's just like, it's like literally arms are full. He's like, damn, I didn't grab a drink.
yeah, I did. I got up. I'm like, guess I'm drinking water.
I drank my Diet Dr. Pepper.
All right, so we've got Rom to win. We've got Scott to win. Those are our 2 big picks. His is probably a little more traditional. Mine's really stat-based. We will see you next week. I'm actually probably going to dial in on Friday this week. Give a weekend update
You're
if
going to
you're
be
at the beach.
The beach.
Yeah.
If we do an afternoon, I'm playing in the Lanco AM. Just found out I'm like 10:30. So
Nice.
I'll probably getting done around 3. The latest, hopefully. Please pace of play. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Hit me up. We could do
that out.
We could do something, but I'll be at the beach. I'm gonna have a ton of free time. I'm gonna be all over Twitter this week.
Yeah, I was gonna say
we are getting into full swing.
If you're looking for any additional information between now and then, hit us up on Twitter. And also, I'm sure Ty will be posting stats that translate, or the guys at least from stats that translate on Twitter. So,
yep.
If you're looking for picks for this weekend, we got them for you. So,
all right, Tommy.
Run the promo, probably.
Oh God, damn it! Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to say thank you to the Painted Lines. Thank you to Pull the Pin, the store. Thank you to Dan for executive producing today and helping us out with some name pronunciations.
Yeah.
And now we got to find this. Where is it? The promo. Where are you?
Yeah, shout out to,
BetRivers.
Hey, what's up, guys? MLB baseball is in full swing. The NBA and NHL playoffs are right around the corner, and the NFL season is mere moments away. While we here at the Painted Lines are devoted to bringing you top-notch content from all the major sports, we are excited to also now give you the opportunity to cash in on all that content and knowledge. If you follow the link below, you will have the opportunity to sign up with BetRivers, an online sportsbook, and get an instant new user deposit match of up to $250. That's free money that you can use and try to turn into more free money. Let's go. Don't sit there and waste all that money. Turn every basket into an otherwise meaningless Cavs-Timberwolves matchup on a random Wednesday in March. That makes it all the more exciting. For betting tips and advice, be sure to check out written content from our top prognosticator, Money Max, on our website at thepaintedlines.com, or check out the Tough Cover podcast right here on the Painted Lines YouTube channel. You've seen the commercials all over TV and radio, but now is the time. Sign up today with BetRivers using the link below and start cashing in on your love for sports. Using the link below will automatically inform BetRivers that TPL sent you, and you'll get that new user deposit match of up to $250. Don't miss out on this opportunity for some free money, baby.
All right, one last thank you. I got to throw one out to Mick Crockpot, Mr. McCrockpot, who edited our video since we had no sound last week for the first 30 minutes. My bad on that technical issue. So, Chris Dibler, thank you so much. You're always a big help with everything over at the Painted Lines, and we appreciate all the people over at the Painted Lines for hosting us. XL Media, shout out to them. Obviously, Bets River just ran the promo. Check us out on Twitter, at PTP 2021 or at TieBook3. Your Instagram.
Full pin length.
Pull the pin length. That's so much easier. I should be able to remember that one now. I'll do my best. Thank you to Tommy. We will see you on Friday. Check us out. That's the third pound in like 2 minutes.
Bang. Bang, bang.